You working on any projects though? Any more comics, videos that you will get done?
Uh, yeah. I mean, I'm always working on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to like. I don't know. It's hard to talk about my comics because if I explain it, then it just ruins the joke.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. When we're done with this, I want to ask you a favor. I'll ask you
Mhm.
afterward if you want, but to do like just a quick video recording, or like to put on for YouTube. I'll type out the script real quick and send it to you. It's real short, but you don't have to. Also,
Yeah, I'll do it.
okay.
Yeah, like on this, we'll just record it on here. Are you going to be in it too, or no? Is it just
Yeah,
me?
it's basically gonna be just this. But instead of us just talking, it's going to be something I wrote out. I mean, like you can improvise a little bit or whatever, but just to get to the idea, it's just going to be like a short video that I'm just going to throw up onto YouTube. It was an idea I had in the when I was taking a shower today, and I was thinking about making it a comic, but I think it'll be better if it's just in video form. It'll be faster at the very least. So
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I could do that. But
cool,
for me, I finally finished all my music,
nice,
like for like the album or whatever.
yeah,
I got that set to release. I don't know, sometime next month, which I'm really excited about because now I can stop focusing on all of that, like that stuff, and move on to the next project with all these new ideas. But I don't know. I feel like all of the stuff that I'm releasing, I've been working on since like 2018. It was exciting to like see the difference between then and my sound to now,
yeah.
and then put it all together. So like none of my album will really sound the same, which is pretty cool. But yeah, first album.
Are you
And I'm
excited?
gonna get, I am. I don't know. It's weird because like I don't know. It's just there's so much in the music game already, you know. So like just trying to get out there and stand out is like it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And, like the feedback and the numbers show like progress. So just hoping for that, and then that's what happens. And take the little victories, keep
Yeah,
working.
yeah. Well, and I am a fan of yours, which I'll be honest, I've known musicians and like sometimes they're good and sometimes they're bad. So every time like when I first heard you're a musician, I was like, oh God, I hope he doesn't suck. So because like I don't want to be like mean and be like, oh no, all your stuff sucks, right? But you also don't want me to be like, you know what might help,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's the thing. Like when people do want to try, you know what you should try, and then like trying to be humble and just be like, hell nah. It's like, nah, like you don't know what you're talking about, or that don't work for me.
Yeah.
But also basically accept the feedback or criticism and not be like, in your feelings about it. Like it's hard.
Well, and it's hard to because like I mean, with all art, it's subjective and a lot of times it's personal, right? So, like, I've had people like critique some of my art, which is fine, except it's almost always like stuff that's intentional. Like, I had a specific reason I did it the way I did it because it has a meaning for me. And then people will be like, well, I don't like the way that like this happened or whatever. And it's like, sorry, like that's kind of on you. Like that's your
Yeah.
taste and that's fine. I'm not going to undo that. But like also at the same time, like it's this weird balance of trying to be true to what you want to do, but also something that is pleasing to other people so that you can be successful enough to keep doing it.
That's the thing. Like, how are you supposed to do that? How do you make something for you for other people?
Yeah.
Like that they want to listen, but like you could say one wrong thing or do or draw one wrong thing, and they're like, yeah, I don't fuck with that. Everybody, my bad, but everybody's just like the whole like cancel culture thing. Like you just got to be so careful with what you say or how you say it because everybody's just looking for a way to let you down. I feel like.
Yeah, I know. Well, right now it seems like everyone's ready to hate everything.
hmm Like I feel like it's just boredom. Just they they're bored, and then when people put out something, they've got nothing but time to find what's wrong with it, and
Yeah.
then doing it.
I guess it's just it's I mean, like it's hard because like some things do suck, and some people do suck, and it's I guess because things are so popular now. So like it used to be like if an album got released and like it would get like rated in like what Spin Magazine or Rolling Stone, and maybe a couple others, and they could say that it sucked and that would suck for that person, right? But everyone else's personal opinions of it sucking weren't coming at them. And now it's like if everyone feels like obligated to tell everyone their thoughts on everything.
Just Twitter, man. We would just take the Twitter, Instagram, anything where they can put out their thoughts and then be like, I'm right.
Right.
I hate it.
It's I don't know. It's because I mean I like the idea of communicating and I like the idea of being able to share in real time, right? So like on the opposite side, it would be really nice if like an album was well received, even like not by the critics. Maybe the critics are like this sucks, but all the fans are like, what are you talking? I don't know what they're talking about. Your album's awesome. This is what it did for me. So there's benefit to it, but I don't know. And I'm not saying they shouldn't have to hear people not like what they do, right? Because
Yeah.
criticism can be helpful, but it's rarely the people who are like, I think that like anything like it's mostly like, no, fuck you, you suck, I hope you die, and it's like, how is that helping anybody?
All it is, it's never like, oh, sound a little repetitive or too much auto tune, anything like that. It's like, this is ass. You're the worst. You should kill yourself.
Right? It's like, is that is that really constructive criticism?
I don't know, man. Internet shows, those people are crazy.
I know, and it's the other unfortunate thing about like kind of the way things go is that you get so much more attention for being negative.
That's true. In this podcast I watched, they actually talk about how when people are in their DMs, saying nice compliments or whatever, they don't always reply, and then sometimes they'll get that one negative review or that one just horrible, whatever, somebody,
Yeah.
and then they'll reply to that person and like call them out, and they'll be like, "Oh man, I was just trying to get you to acknowledge me," and I'm like, how annoying is that? And the fact that it works is what makes it even worse because, like, yeah, people will say a whole bunch of negative stuff in your DMs or whatever, wherever they can, just for the response.
It's interesting, like people's desperation to be seen, I guess. Right? Like, so, like, let's say I didn't know you, but let's say I was like a fan of yours. And this is not my style, but I'm a fan of yours. And I just wanted you to know, like, hey, man, great album, changed my life. Hope you're doing well, right? I hope you see that, but I don't live or die on whether you see that message, right?
Yeah.
But so many other people, like when they're online with the trolling, especially, that's like they need that, and I wonder where that comes from. If like there's like something like they don't get attention at home,
Right.
or it's not the attention they're looking. Like I don't know what drives that.
Right. Like Stan, that Eminem song.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was just like fishing for that acknowledgement from him, and then it like kill. Didn't he kill himself or something? Or his
yeah,
girlfriend.
yeah. He like drives off the dock or something. He's like, oh, I forgot. How am I supposed to send this out?
Right. Like, I don't know. Yeah. No. I feel like a lot of people are a little too concerned with like celebrities like Beyonce. I feel like she's idolized a little bit too much. Like, I feel like if
So you're
Beyonce
more
asked
of a
for,
Rihanna girl?
nah, not who?
Rihanna?
Who's that?
Rihanna?
Yeah,
You don't know Rihanna?
I
Oh,
know Rihanna. How could you not know Rihanna?
well, that's what I was wondering. Like, I, so I, yeah, I understand. Like, people love. So here's the thing: I love Beyonce, and I do kind of look toward her as like a strong female, kind of
Yeah.
role model, right? Because she works hard, and she does have a very she's very self assured, at least out putting out there, right? That she, and I'm not saying she doesn't have insecurities or anything like that, but like, um, but that strength is something that like I hope to have, right? To like keep pushing myself forward, right? The same thing with Rihanna though. I look to Rihanna as a strong example, because she's also one of those people who are working super hard. She's in so many different lanes, like just killing it with the makeup and the lingerie and the music and less music lately, but you know,
Movies, the movies too.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But so like but at no point am I trying to be just like either of them. It's not going to work for a couple of reasons, but um and I don't need them to see me, right? I'm looking at them as like kind of like a vision of what I could get toward, right? But I'm not like, you guys have to see me. Look, I'm trying to be like you, right? It's a very different thing.
I feel like that's where a lot of people kind of are. They're wanting or needing to be seen, or like, yeah, they'll do anything for that little bit of acknowledgement, and then it's always like a bad thing.
Yeah, it's I it's it's weird. Like I guess if I think if your role model was like a crazy stalker person, right? Maybe that's the route you should go. But
So they notice, oh wow, you got what it takes to be a pro.
right. But if your role model is somebody who's like, fuck you, I'm doing this on my own, I'm gonna get there, that should maybe be the route you go.
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Do you think this whole Corona thing will end? Like, for
Uh,
good?
I don't know. It's weird and it's frustrating because like um I feel like things are a mess, and so I was sick,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like really sick.
You had to have had it.
And so like I know how serious it is. I still have bad days from it. Like I'm still affected by it. And and people are genuinely dying from it. Like it's an actual thing that's killing people for real. But because everything's so weird in the country right now, like so many people like don't believe it's real or don't believe it's as bad as it is, or like that the Democrats are using this to make it so Trump is looks like a bad president. And it's like, you guys, they didn't need to do this. He looks like a bad president to the people he's going to look bad to. He's not going to look bad to the people who don't want to believe he's bad. Like this virus doesn't change that at all.
Yeah, but nobody looks at it that way.
I know, it's frustrating. What we should be looking at is like an actual disease, right? Everybody should be looking at it evenly as an
Yeah.
actual disease, regardless of whatever political party you're at, so that we can get accurate numbers. And unfortunately, nobody's doing that. And so we're just all fucked. I don't know. Like, it'll never end. We'll all die.
No, no, no. I don't want to die yet, though.
Well,
Yeah.
then don't get the virus.
I know, but it's like I want to travel,
No, I
which
get
puts
it.
me at higher risk for that virus. So, mm, maybe we'll all get it, and then once we all get it, it'll just go away.
Yeah, that doesn't look like the case either, because the immunity of the antibodies only last 3 months, is what they're saying now, from when you get
No.
it.
So, like, you get it, and then 3 months later, get it again.
Hmm. And I've
Mm.
heard it's worse the second time, which I don't. I mean, I assume it depends person to person.
Yeah,
So I know that like things aren't great for my body since I had it. So I would imagine I would be in a worse position to get it again.
yeah,
But I would guess maybe people who weren't so affected by it might again have not such a bad time. But I don't know because it's so new. Nobody knows anything.
yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, I feel like nobody really knows anything, and then unless I know, just on like social media, one person retweets whatever news that they have about it, and then somebody tweets something that like just contradicts it,
Right.
and I'm like, it's just too much, and I don't know what to believe.
I
And then
know.
people still aren't wearing masks, which like, even if the masks don't help, I don't believe that they can make anything worse.
That's one of the things that's kind of frustrating. Well, so I get that some people think that the masks will make things worse, that they'll make them sicker, right? Or potentially kill them. I get people think that, and so I don't necessarily have anything against those people. I'm confused where they're getting their information because masks aren't new. People have been wearing masks forever, right? Actors in movies and shows have been wearing masks. So it's not even like a like I mean, if that were such a high risk thing, we'd have more doctor shows where like no one's wearing masks because it's just theater. We don't have to put people at risk, right? That's not what's happening. So, but I mean, but on that side, like I get it. They're scared. Fine, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue too much about it because it's you can't rationalize people's fear. I get that, right? I mean, I have weird fears too. So the people who are just like, I heard like who just don't want to because they don't think it's their responsibility. Like if you don't want to get sick, don't go out. The people who are like, like, well, it doesn't help that much, right? Like, why in a situation like this wouldn't you want to do what's the kindest thing to do?
Right. Like, it doesn't take anything away from you, to just, respect somebody's rules at a business or whatever when they're saying, hey, just wear a mask. Just
Right,
say, okay,
right, and
mask.
that's the thing, dude. It's like I don't like it's my right to wear a mask. You don't have any fucking rights in a private business. Like, what are you doing? Like, I
I
don't
just,
the logic or the lack of it is what's so frustrating to me. And on top of that, the lack of kindness. Like, why is it so hard right now to do what's the kind thing to do?
I don't know. Because everywhere, the world is shit right now. And anywhere, I go or I see, it's just, people just rude, mean, for no reason, threatening to fight security guards. And, there's people trying to do their job and like protect you, and everybody else there. And they're just coming at them for no reason. It's, yeah, it's weird. The Karens. That's what
I
they're
know.
calling it. Damn Karens.
I know.